Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Dan Edwards Show. I am, of course, Dan Edwards. On today's episode, we'll be taking a look back at the action from this past weekend here at House of Pain Wrestling, and we're going to be kicking things off with Sherwood from Friday, the 15th of November. The show kicked off with a huge tag team championship match as the sweet life of Zack and TJ look to regain the tag team titles from Big Man Inc. of Jackie T and Adam Bolt. It looked like Zack and TJ had things firmly in control as they were setting up for the Magic Killer towards the end of the match, but Oscar Prospero came out onto the stage, which distracted TJ. This is when TJ was shoved into Zack, knocking Zack out of the ring, and Jackie T took advantage, hitting a TKO onto TJ to secure the pin and retain the tag team titles. After the match, as Zack was checking on TJ, not happy with the loss, stormed off from the ring, which allowed Big Man Inc. to attack Zack from behind 2-on-1 until the badly dressed boys came charging to the ring to chase off the tag team champions. The last true hooligan, Ruddy, came to the ring next, and he was running down both Nottingham Forest and the local Sherwood fans until he was interrupted by Sherwood's own Paxton. Paxton came into the ring, took the microphone, and looked like he was about to say something, but instead just punched Ruddy in the face. Paxton then informed Ruddy that they were having a match right there and then. This was a hard-hitting match between the two heavyweights, which eventually saw Paxton hitting a huge chokeslam onto Ruddy to pin him, securing the win. It was mixed tag team action next as two members of Cerberus of the Beastess Dolly Dharma and Max Chimera teamed up to take on the team of Lex and Flex of Lights Out Lexi Morgan and Mr. USA Lance Flashman. Towards the end of the match, Max Chimera brought a chair into the ring and went after Flashman, but Lexi stopped him and the chair went flying. Max then turned around to be met with a spear from Lance Flashman, securing the win for the team. It was singles action next as Oscar Prospero was going one-on-one with Pinky the Pirate, but during Pinky's entrance it was obvious that he was dealing with a knee injury. Oscar said that he is a fair man, so doesn't want to injure Pinky further, so said that he should just lie down and let him pin him to save further injury. But Pinky refused and we had ourselves a match. As the match was going on, it was Pinky's injured knee that eventually led to his downfall, and Oscar Prospero locked him in a Texas cloverleaf, forcing Pinky the Pirate to tap out. After the match, Oscar said that Pinky did a great job and the two of them shook hands, but then Oscar showed his true colours, kicking Pinky in his injured knee. In the main event of the night, it was a 6-man tag team match as the 3 members of the Bull Ring of the Heritage Champion Kyle Crimson, along with Xander Scott and Josh Fenrir, took on Joseph the Iron Star and the badly dressed boys of Brandon Brooks and Davey Thompson. During the match, Josh Fenrir and Brandon Brooks ended up fighting into the backstage area, and after a short while, Josh Fenrir returned to the ring, but there was no sight of Brandon. Josh then held Joe Starr up so Kyle Crimson could hit his bull hammer elbow, but Joe managed to duck. Kyle took out his partner. Joe then hit a sunset flip to pin the Heritage Champion en route to their title match next month in Beeston. After the match, it became apparent why Brandon Brooks did not return to the ring, as Big Man Inc. came out carrying an unconscious Brandon. Big Man Inc. and the Bullring then attacked Davey Thompson and Joe Starr, beating them down 5-on-2 until Zach Roberts tried to make the save, but the numbers game was just too much and Zach was taken out as well, meaning the night ended with the Bullring and Big Man Inc. standing tall. Moving on to Sawley now. On Saturday the 16th of November, the show kicked off with tag team action as the Tribal Beef Grayson Clay teamed up with the Heritage Champion Kyle Crimson, accompanied by Xander Scott, to take on the team of the Powerhouse Punk, Mikey McLovin and Alex Rue. Towards the end of the match, it was Xander Scott sliding the Heritage title to Kyle Crimson, and while Grayson Clay distracted the referee, Kyle hit Alex Rue in the head with the title belt and pinned him to steal the victory. It was a fatal four-way match for the House of Pain Full Throttle Championship next, as the Suntan Superman LJ Heron defended the title against Mr. Number 1 Niall Hind, Kobe Woods and the main spectacle Tristan Wheeler. After a fast-paced, non-stop match, it was LJ Heron retaining the championship when he hit Niall Hind with a spear to pin him to remain champion. Jaden Law, Big Mike Wild and Davey Thompson came to the ring next and announced that there would be some new stars having their first ever match next month in Sawley, and introduced these new wrestlers as Rosa Keaton and Rocky Underwood. This is when Kyle Crimson came out to ringside with two new faces next to him himself, and said that these two were going to follow in Kyle's footsteps to learn how to be the best and become champions in House of Pain. And these two were Isaac Carver and Dredgen Fell, who will both be debuting next month in Sawley as well. Kyle then said that his protege Xander Scott was there to challenge one of the men in the ring, and Davey Thompson said that he was ready for a fight, but Kyle said it's not Davey he's challenging, but Xander Scott will be challenging Jaden Law, and we had ourselves a match. Jaden looked to have things won as he went up to the top rope, but one of the new stars debuting next month, Isaac Carver, shoved Jaden off of the top rope, causing the disqualification. Davey Thompson jumped in the ring and told Isaac that if he wants to get involved, he'll get involved in his business, and it will be Davey Thompson going one-on-one with Isaac Carver next month for Isaac's debut match. After the interval, it was tag team action as the Black Sheep of the Shepherd Johnny Sharp and Mr. Nice Guy Will Roberts, accompanied by the Monster Rayna, were taking on the team of the Gladiator Shay Attilus and the last son of Odin, Gunnarsson. As the match was going on, Johnny went for his Yorkshire Claymore, but accidentally took out the referee, which allowed Rayna to get involved in the match. Shay and Gunnarsson weren't going down without a fight though, and managed to take out Rayna and Will Roberts, leaving Johnny Sharp in a 2-on-1 situation. Johnny tried to escape this and head to the back, but Big Mike Wild appeared in the entranceway and chased Johnny back into the ring. Shay and Gunnarsson grabbed Johnny, but Big Mike Wild entered the ring and took both of them out, and then hit a chokeslam onto Shay Attilus, threw the referee back into the ring, and Johnny Sharp pinned the Gladiator. It appears that Big Mike Wild has turned his back on the House of Pain fans and joined the Black Sheep. In the main event of the night, the House of Pain Heavyweight Championship was on the line as the Massive Matlock challenged Joey Slade for the title. As the match was going on, the Heritage Champion Kyle Crimson came out to ringside and jumped on the apron, but Matlock knocked him off the apron, but the Heritage Championship belt landed in the ring. Matlock picked up the belt and looked like he was going to use it to hit Joey, but instead threw it out of the ring and continued in a fair fight for the championship. Joey was able to out-wrestle Matlock and eventually hit the Helldriver to pin him and retain the House of Pain Heavyweight Championship. After the match, Joey offered Matlock a handshake, but Matlock just walked away from the ring. This is when the Black Sheep, including Big Mike Wild, came out and attacked Joey 4-on-1 until Matlock came back out to the ring and the Black Sheep left, walking away from a fight from Matlock. Matlock then helped up Joey and raised his hand. It seems that the Black Sheep may have a new member, but they also have a new enemy in the form of Matlock. Well, that is all I do have time for today, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time right here on the Dan Edwards Show.